Welcome to Morning Mindset. My name is Michelle Dale. I'm coming to you here from Virtual Co-working Space for a very special Morning Mindset. Over the next few days, we're going to be unpacking the incredible Working Online Beach Camp event, which I've been putting myself into for a while now, but I'm super excited about it. I'm so glad it's here. So if you are a virtual assistant thinking about becoming a virtual assistant, and you want to really do it right, like this is the only thing I can think of. I really focus on quality and doing things right and trying to introduce a little bit of innovation into things, try to do things in a way that promotes the lifestyle of a virtual assistant, probably more than being the virtual assistant itself. As many of you know my story, I never intended to be a virtual assistant. I was pretty much a drifter, but I intended to travel. I intended to work on my own terms. I intended to have the ability to make money from anywhere, anytime. That was my intention. And then virtual assistants was a perfect fit into that intention. So over the years, I've done a lot of practical work. I've done a lot of mindset work. I've been really focused in on how do I really live an immaculate life of joy and happiness and abundance, and how do I do that as a virtual assistant? So this is what this event does celebrate, really. It celebrates that. So we've got 3 days of recorded videos. I'm going to introduce you to a couple of things, and I'll explain why in the Morning Mindset, why I'm introducing this, and then we've got a live event on Thursday. So if you have your ticket already, you should have access to this page, which you can probably hopefully see on screen share, which is the beach camp kind of, I call it a dashboard. And on the top left here, you'll see a welcome message from me, from my back garden. It's not literally, I do have a back garden that is a garden. Has a pool in it too. But literally directly across the street, right there, is this beach. And this is why I called it a beach camp, because, you know, for me, my dream was always to live close to the beach, to live close to the water. And we're talking about your virtual assistant dream. I know that's not mine. You know, that might not be yours. Although I don't know who wouldn't want to live close to a beach. It's pretty cool. But this is about your virtual assistant dream. It's about unpacking what your dream could potentially be. So do bookmark this page, because everything you're going to need is on there. I will also put it in the chat here for you, if you don't already have it. Okay, so if you watch the top, there's a welcome message from where I live. Then here we have the orientation video. If you're familiar with virtual co-working space, you will know what that is all about. But basically, inside virtual co-working space, on different days, in different rooms, we're going to have different things added in. So training classes, books, that type of thing. So in there is just basically how to orient yourself inside virtual co-working space if you're not familiar with the space, because this is where you'll be watching all the videos and kind of hanging out as part of the event. If you are already a member of virtual co-working space, there will be an area set up in the community where you can have ongoing access to all of the materials that we are sharing in this event. So if you don't manage to watch everything by the 24th of August when it comes down, don't worry. If you're a member of virtual co-working space, it is inside the community area, inside the Podia area. So all the resources will still be accessible inside there. And during this event, we're also offering 50% off a membership. So if you want to come in and try it and join, you're absolutely welcome. So that's the orientation video. Then here we go into the 3 days of the training. So the first day today is on super skills. So I wanted to really take the 3 primary main components, which I consider make up the most expedient way to build a successful virtual assistant business. And the focus is on skills today. So I've given you inside the video these 3 super skills. They probably are not what you're thinking. A lot of people think when they talk about VA skills, I'm going to teach you how to answer customer support emails or, make a graphic in Canva. No, I'm talking about super skills. These are skills which are more on a universal level that I think virtual assistants don't focus on enough. They focus on, can I answer emails and do calendar management and diary management and things like that. But that will only take you so far. You need these other 3 skills in order to really push past, into your goals, into this incredible future, into this, business that is going to thrive and take you wherever you want to go. So we'll talk about super skills. And then what I'm going to do, that's inside the Success Hub, by the way. So if you're in virtual co-working space, you can just click on all rooms in the bottom. And then you'll see here we have all the different rooms. And then it's actually inside the Success Hub where currently Ruth Rodriguez is checking that out. So inside the Success Hub, you will find today's video on super skills. So then we've got video 2 and video 3, which I'll talk about over the next couple of days. And then obviously Thursday is the event. So now let's talk about today specifically. So we're doing morning mindset currently, and that's where we are. And then we've got our super skills session, which is video training. Now inside the super skills video training and the Success Hub, you'll have access to the video to watch the training class. Inside the virtual co-working space, you'll have access to the flipbook and the download. So you'll be able to take those away with you. If you would like to then proceed forward, inside the cocktail bar is a lady who is a client of mine. I've introduced just 2 clients this time. If you were inside the Virtual Assistant Festival in March, you might recognize Barbara from there. Barbara is a client of mine, and she is incredibly good at building custom products. She created a whole entire international company off of this product that she just accidentally created, which ended up in like Laura Ashley in England, and all the big names were like selling it. And since then, she's been helping other people develop custom products. Now, the reason I've included Barbara this time is not that I'm suggesting you create custom products, because we covered that in Virtual Assistant Festival. But I believe that one of the things that, and my son asked me this question actually yesterday. He's like, what skills should I learn? What skills are in demand? A lot of people talk about this. Obviously, the 3 super skills are in demand. But he was talking more on a sort of practical, what can I do type level. And I talked to him a little bit about this. And one of the things I suggested to him is to learn skills that aren't common, that you can't find everywhere, okay? So for sure, we need our common virtual assistant skills. We need those skills that are universally required or used by many people around the world. However, we also need a decent set of skills which can be sold as I do this more exclusively. So I often look around for, hi Karen, welcome. I often look around for potential virtual assistant skills that aren't considered the norm. And as I was putting together Barbara's program with her, she had in there things like how to build custom products or custom product ideas for the travel industry. And we've actually added a video inside the cocktail bar, which you might be interested in, about products for the travel industry, which is out of her program, her actual Create Custom Product program. And then there was things for food bloggers, and there was things for business people, and there was things for real estate agents. And there's literally this woman, I said, and I had this conversation with her, I said, could you literally create custom products for any industry? She said, yes, absolutely. There's always a custom product that somebody needs in some sort of industry, whether it's to sell or whether it's to provide at events. So that just got me thinking, okay, people in this industry will have to either hire a consultant like Barbara to be able to create their custom products. I mean, yeah, you do get sites now which are super high in price with super high markups to kind of create mugs and other merch and other merchandise, but to actually go and create a very specific custom product, like let's say for example, you work with food bloggers and one of your clients has a cookbook. Now, they could potentially, if they have things like spices in the cookbook, and this was done with a bakery person that she worked with as well, they could essentially create their own custom line of spices and sell their own spices with the cookbook, or sell their own baking product with the cookbook. Now, if they were going to do that, they would have to go and either hire someone like Barbara, who as a sort of product consultant may not be quite in their price range. The next option is learn how to do it themselves. So they would buy Barbara's program, which is $500, and they would learn how to do it themselves. But how many are actually going to follow through? Not many, because they're food bloggers and chefs or real estate agents. They're not people who create custom products. Entering the virtual assistant into this space, the virtual assistant can learn how to do all of the things that are required to create the custom products, from the ordering to the building it together to the digital artwork to the logos to everything like that. The virtual assistant can use a combination of general virtual assistant skills to package and create a service to build custom products. I have not found any VAs really doing that, and that is something I know a lot of Barbara's clients are frustrated with, that they want to be able to really do this, but when they get the course and things like that, it's like, oh, how do I get my head around this if I'm not particularly technical, if I don't know how to design a Canva graphic, if I don't know how to do this, if my computer skills aren't that good and I don't know how to do orders online, what do I do? Hire a custom product expert, which is another VA skill, which I'm super excited about. And I think you guys should look more into, if you're going to look into skills, look more into skills that are a little bit on the next level, a little bit slightly outside the fence, because I believe these skills are things that are going to be really in demand, because not many people are going to be doing them. So that's why I introduced Barbara. And in the theme of our beach camp and travel, we've put in there potential products for travel bloggers. So if you have any type of client and you think to yourself, actually, this could work with them, you know, real estate agents, this could work with them, travel industry people, travel agents or travel bloggers, food bloggers, fitness experts, if you work with yoga instructors or dance teachers or anything like that, literally anybody could use this. And there's so much potential. And another reason why creating custom products as a skill is really cool is because you can show a clear ROI and give clear perspective on investment. So if you provide this service to the client and the client has 500 of X and they buy it for Y and they sell it for Z, they're going to make a revenue of whatever it is, and that would have been because of you. So it's a really interesting concept. I'm happy to talk more about this on the Q&A session at the end, but it's really something to look into, and then if you have any questions, then don't hesitate to ask. Barbara's a great person to reach out to. Her information, her ideas guide is on that page, but she's also giving you the course. So her course is normally $497. As part of this event, she's giving it to you for $97. So you essentially get $400 off the course. So if you think to yourself, actually, this is a potential skill I could develop, then definitely go and grab that. The next person I'm going to introduce to you today in this session is another client of mine. I love introducing clients because you'll find, if you've ever taken my one sourcing program, I learn a lot from my clients. I choose specific clients to work with that I want to learn skills from too. So this is why I introduce a lot of my clients into this stuff. So one of my clients is a gentleman called Sheldon Snodgrass. What a cool name is that? And he has written a book called The Anxious Salesman. So when we're talking about super skills, I don't want to give it away, but we do talk about selling in this equation. He is a selling expert. He has written a whole entire book on how people feel icky about selling, and he has allowed me to put this entire book in digital format inside the Book Nook for you. So if you want to go and check that out inside the Book Nook, you can do that. If you're a member of Virtual Co-working Space, this will be available for you inside the back end of Virtual Co-working Space. So if you can't read the entire book during this event, don't worry. If you're a member of Virtual Co-working Space, you've got it in the back end, and that will be available to you ongoing. So he is like the guru on selling, and he has done so many things in his life. He's like a proper coach on sales. He primarily works with real mega insurance companies, and the premise is there's a video class in the Book Nook as well that Sheldon has done, and again, it's more geared towards salespeople. But the thing I love about working with these clients, and the thing that I've always done, is I've always learnt skills that I can apply and adapt in my virtual assistant business from people who are not virtual assistants, from people who specialise in a certain field or a certain dedicated industry or a certain specific skill that they have and they've developed and now they teach. And then I absorb it as much as I can in a general sense and take away all these little tiny, nuggets of wisdom and then apply them into virtual assistants. And one sourcing is essentially built up out of that. It's built up from clients that I've worked, like multi-million-dollar clients with multi-million-dollar businesses, people who have really gone into entrepreneurship like full pelt and just built these incredible successful businesses. And then I look and I observe, and because I'm a virtual assistant, I'm in the back end of these businesses. I'm not sitting there as part of the audience. I'm in the back end, and I'm talking to the owners, and I'm seeing, from a technological aspect, how it's working and how it's coming together. And it's so interesting what you learn and what you pick up. And this is why one sourcing is not really one of those traditional how to become a virtual assistant programs, because I am incorporating so much I've learned from people who are not virtual assistants, but using those skills to adapt them into virtual assistants. Now, in The Anxious Salesman, you might look at this book and think, well, this isn't for a virtual assistant. No, it's not. But there is information inside that book, and he goes through in the class as well a meditation kind of practice, which was unexpected for me, but he's very much into the mindset of selling and not just like the technical aspects of it or the practical aspects of it. He's very much into the mindset. As you guys know, this is morning mindset. You'll know I'm so much into the mindset. There's a mindset to selling. There is a space that you have to put yourself into. And when I talk about selling, I'm talking about basically securing clients. I'm talking about when you get to that point, and so many VAs fail at that point. They just can't quite secure that client. They just can't get that close on that client, no matter what way you frame it. If you're trying to get clients into your virtual assistant business, you are trying to sell your services. And yes, for sure, it's about helping people, it's about supporting people. And that's what he's technically doing, getting you into that mindset of confidence, not where you're trying to push something on someone, but where you're actually trying to support someone with something and putting yourself in that space. It's truly inspiring. I find it really inspiring. But out of these two clients of mine, these two entrepreneurs, these two very successful business people, you can take away so much from these people about virtual assistants. And one of the skills that I would like, because today is Skills Day, one of the skills that I would like you to really think about is look at the people you admire. Look at entrepreneurs in a general sense. Look at the people who have been very successful and done very well. And then think about what you could potentially take and then adapt into your business, okay? And that's basically what I did to build up my business and create the business that I've loved. I've always looked at things from another perspective of how can I apply that to virtual assistants. And anything, I've always seen and considered virtual assistants as a lot of people consider it like the underdog of, you know, you're assisting other people. You are, you know, you're on the sidelines. You're the support, you're the crowd, you're the cheerleader. But no, you are the business owner. You are at the same level as all of these other successful entrepreneurs who have successful businesses. You know, the amount of money that you can earn, and I don't want to make this all about the money, it's about the lifestyle. But obviously, if you've got a good income coming in, you can create that incredible lifestyle. But it's not about the money, but when you can generate that income, when you can, like, literally know in your mind, I might be a virtual assistant, but I can be at the same level business-wise and income-wise as any entrepreneur out there. You unlock something in you that tells you you can go as far as you want to go. And you just simply need to focus on the skills that I'm sharing with you in today's lessons, in today's resources that I have available to you. So you've got the super skills video. Don't forget, obviously we're doing money mindset. You've got the super skills video there, so check that out. Don't forget the flipbook and the download will be available inside the virtual co-working space. You've then got, think about the potential of a skill that you can add to your client's business, where you can go to any client and say, I bet you've not heard of this before, and this is something I can help you to generate revenue. That's very, very powerful. Clients love revenue generating, income generating, return on investment generating skills. And then finally, selling. You've got to be able to then sell all these potential skills. You can't just have skills, and selling in itself is a skill. So check out Sheldon's book. Very, very interesting on the mindset stuff. Check out his class as well. Like I say, he's primarily an insurance guy, but just forget about the word insurance. He talks a lot about just general how to sell and how to be really brilliant at it. And I've taken away personally so much information from what he has to offer. Even like I've built, because he's a client, I've built the back end of his insurance sales masterclass, and it could really be applicable to pretty much anyone. It's very, very cool. He's a great guy too. He's so nice, like so nice guy. Okay, and then the final part of today, I will take you to the beach every day. So I've done a little video there. So you'll always have a little bit of the beach with you every day throughout this entire event. I've done a little video there on family time, so you can go and check that out. That's my local beach. That's the kind of beach that I tend to go to the most. And yeah, I was down there the other day with my family, not my son, he rarely comes out with us anywhere, but my 4 girls and my husband, and I just did a little video for you there. And I really wanted to do this video because, again, it's about making you think. Like, don't just think about learning the skills and doing the work and running the business. It's all that, you know, that is not life. What really will light you up is knowing what kind of a life you can live, and you can live any kind of life, like literally anything, as long as you can tap into that potential that is within you. It's within everyone, within all of us. Some people have a little bit more work to do on it than others, but if you can tap into that potential, then your virtual assistant dream really can come true. So that's what I have to say about today. Do check out that page. The link is there in the chat. We will be back here. Don't forget, we'll still do accountability today because, you know, I do that every day. We'll be back here tomorrow for another morning mindset. We'll be unpacking tomorrow's topic. Tomorrow is my favorite day. Like, tomorrow is... I'm so excited about it. It's really, really up my street. Something brand new for you tomorrow that I've never released before, which you're going to have access to. Worked so hard on that, definitely throughout the process of this year. So do come back and see me here tomorrow, or catch the replay if you're catching the replay. And I will see you back here. And in the meantime, enjoy your day inside the virtual co-working space. I hope you have fun today. And don't forget, there's chat boxes in every single room. So if you happen to go to the room, you click on the, the links in the page to go to the different spaces. Do feel free to leave a question in the chat. I will respond to it, or somebody will respond to it at some point. So, even though if you don't find me in the room, don't worry, you can still leave a chat. Share comments, share takeaways that you got from the information, share anything that you thought was quite powerful from it, from the videos, or from anything inside there, from the books, anything. It's always really helpful for people for other people, if you can share and say, oh, that really stuck out to me, or I really took a lot from that. So this is why we've done it in this space, in this environment, so you can leave your notes inside the chat. Okay, guys, thank you so much. We'll do accountability now. It's so great to have you here. Thank you for joining me this morning. Journals at the ready. We're going to go into accountability and enjoy your day inside the event. Thank you so much.
Before we begin, don't forget you can join me live online inside Virtual Co-working Space at www.virtualmissfriday.com/VCS. If you enjoy this session, give it a like. I'd love to hear from you, so write me a comment. And so you don't miss any updates, don't forget to subscribe. Let's begin. So now we're going to look for the positive with our gratitude. First, we'll spend 1 minute thinking of the day before, thinking of all the things that happened, reflecting on work, interactions, relationships, memorable moments, and more. Now you'll write one thing down minimum that you're grateful for. You can, of course, write down more. Something good, something that went right, a small moment or a big win. The more you search for things to be grateful for, the more you will experience things to be grateful for. Now we're going to read out your goal. Make sure your goal is written down in a journal or somewhere you can easily access it. Read your goal now, ideally out loud, and commit to this goal. Believe it will happen. And by reading this daily, the universe knows clearly what your goal is, and the things begin to shift in the direction of your goal. Follow your instincts when this happens by taking action. Now you need to see your goal in visualization. Spend this minute thinking about the goal in your mind. See yourself taking steps towards the goal, or even better still, see yourself having already achieved the goal. Close your eyes and go there. Step into the feeling, step into the place, step into the accomplishment. And finally, it's time for your most important task. Set this task for today and make it relating to your goal. This could be something small like sending an email, recording a video, or making a phone call, or it could be bigger. Either way, one task a day is one step forward, and those steps will add up. Do what you can from where you are now. Set the intention, and the action will carry you towards your goal. Well done you for completing your daily co-create session. Have a fantastic day ahead and I'll see you next time.